The sun dipped low in the garden sky. Ethan sat alone on the grass. Tears rolled down his cheeks. He punched the ground hard. "Why me?" he whispered. Grandpa watched from his chair. He saw the pain in Ethan's eyes. His heart ached for the boy. Grandpa stood up slowly. He walked over to Ethan. "Come here, son," he said softly. Ethan wiped his face. He looked up with red eyes. "Grandpa, I can't do it." Grandpa sat beside him. The afternoon breeze rustled the leaves. Ethan hugged his knees tight. "I tried out for the school team." Grandpa nodded and listened. "Everyone laughed at me." Ethan's voice broke. "I'm too slow, too weak." He stared at the dirt. Grandpa placed a hand on his shoulder. Days before, Ethan dreamed big. He wanted to be the star player. Soccer was his life. Friends cheered at first, but practice grew tough. Ethan fell behind. Teammates called him names. "Loser," they said. He quit coming home happy. Now, in the garden, sadness filled him. "I'll never be good," Ethan said. Grandpa frowned deeply. "You shut everyone out." Ethan nodded. "I hide in my room." Grandpa sighed long. He wanted to help his grandson. Ethan's mind raced with doubts. "What if I fail forever?" he thought. "No one will like me." Grandpa saw the storm inside. "Ethan, look around this garden." Ethan glanced up slowly. Flowers bloomed bright. Birds sang sweet songs. Grandpa reached down low. He picked up a small stone. It lay smooth by the path. "See this stone?" he asked. Ethan blinked in surprise. "A stone? Really?" Grandpa smiled warm. "Yes, it holds secrets." Ethan leaned closer. Curiosity sparked. Grandpa held the stone high. "First lesson. Stones start rough." He rubbed its side. "Waves hit them for years." Ethan touched it. "It hurts, right?" Grandpa nodded. "Pain shapes them smooth." Ethan thought hard. "Like my falls on the field." "Life beats us down," Grandpa said, "but it makes us strong." Ethan listened close. The stone felt cool. Grandpa continued slow. "Second lesson. Stones roll far." He tossed it gently. It skipped on grass. "Small pushes move them miles." Ethan picked it up again. "Even tiny ones?" Grandpa chuckled. "Yes, rivers carry pebbles to seas." Ethan imagined it. "My small kicks could grow." Doubt lingered still. Grandpa saw his frown. "Third lesson. Stones stand tests," Grandpa went on. "Fire heats them red." He squeezed tight. "Cold freezes them hard." Ethan shivered. "They don't break?" Grandpa shook his head. "They endure. Become gems." Ethan's eyes widened. "I broke last game." Grandpa paused for breath. The sun warmed their backs. Bees buzzed nearby. Tension built in Ethan's chest. "Is this real help?" Fourth lesson. Stones help others, Grandpa said. They build walls strong. He stacked imaginary ones. Paths for feet to walk. Ethan smiled faint. "Not just for show?" Grandpa agreed. "They serve quiet." Ethan rolled the stone in palm. Thoughts swirled fast. team needs me too. Grandpa leaned in. Last lesson. Stones mark paths. He pointed around. This garden path? Stones guide us. Wherever they go, they stay, Grandpa finished. Leave trails for good. Ethan stared long. Silence fell soft. Birds chirped on. Suddenly, Ethan froze. He looked at Grandpa sharp. You talk easy. His voice turned sharp. Did you ever play soccer? Grandpa's face changed. He looked away quick. Ethan pushed. Tell me truth. Grandpa sighed deep. The twist hit hard. I was best once. Ethan's jaw dropped. What? Grandpa nodded slow. Captain of city team. Ethan gasped loud. Hidden truth. Scouts wanted me pro, Grandpa said. Big fame. Big money. Ethan leaned in. Why stop? Grandpa's eyes grew sad. Injury came fast. He rubbed his knee. Coach pushed too hard. But I could heal, Ethan said. Grandpa shook head. Family needed me more. Ethan blinked fast. You quit for us? Grandpa smiled faint. Mom was sick. Dad worked nights. I chose home over glory, Grandpa confessed. Stone path led here. Ethan felt shockwave. Grandpa, a star? Betrayed his dream? No, he chose love. Tears welled new. Grandpa placed stone in Ethan's hand. Success isn't trophies. Ethan gripped it tight. It's enduring, helping. Wind picked up soft. Leaves danced around. Ethan stood up tall. I get it now. Grandpa watched proud. Pain sharpens me. He kicked dirt light. Small steps build far. Grandpa clapped slow. Ethan paced the garden. I'll face the team. Doubt faded away. Mistakes make gems. Grandpa nodded yes. Serve your friends, too. They sat quiet then. Sun set orange. Ethan thought deep. Grandpa's secret changes all. He hugged Grandpa tight. Thanks for the stone. Weeks passed by slow. Ethan went back to practice. Teammates stared odd. You quit? One asked. Ethan smiled brave. No, I learn now. He tripped first day. Pain stung knee. Like waves on stone. He stood quick, kicked harder next. Coach watched close. Games came soon. Crowd cheered loud. Ethan ran fast. He passed balls smart. Teammates scored big. Good job, they yelled. Ethan scored last goal. Net shook hard. Friends lifted him high. Joy burst inside. Not alone now. But conflict grew still. Rival team taunted mean. Lucky shot, they jeered. Ethan gripped stone in pocket. Endure, he thought. Final match day. Score tied close. Clock ticked down. Ethan got ball. Defender charged wild. He dodged smooth. Shot flew true. Goal! Crowd roared wild. Team won big. Medal hung heavy. Ethan shared it round. We all Stones, he said. Back home, Garden waited. Grandpa sat same chair. Ethan ran up fast. "We won, Grandpa!" Grandpa grinned wide. "Knew you could." Ethan showed mettle. "But real win? Your lessons." Grandpa hugged him strong. "Stones leave marks good." Night fell gentle. Stars twinkled bright. Ethan lay awake. Success is inside. He slept peaceful. Morning brought new drills. Ethan taught kids young. "Hold your stone tight," he said. They laughed happy. Garden bloomed fuller. 1 year later. Ethan captain now. Team unbeatable strong. He spoke at school. Life like stones. Kids listened close. Grandpa watched from side. Pride swelled big. "He learned well," he whispered. Ethan waved back. Bond grew deeper. Challenges came more. Big tournament far. Bus broke down. Rain poured hard. Team grumbled low. Ethan stood firm. Stones roll through storms. They fixed it quick. 1 trophy gold. Home again, garden afternoon same. Ethan sat with Grandpa. "What's next lesson?" Grandpa laughed. "Live it daily." Ethan nodded wise. "Inner strength wins." Grandpa agreed soft. "Positive marks last." Friends came over now. They played soccer light. Laughter filled air. No more alone. Ethan's heart healed full. Worry gone forever. Stone sat on shelf. Reminder strong. Grandpa grew frail slow, but stories flowed still. Ethan cared close. Role reversed gentle. Last garden talk. "You my real coach," Ethan said. Grandpa winked sly. "Stones teach best." Grandpa passed quiet. Ethan mourned deep. But lessons stayed firm. He coached teams now. Years flew by fast. Ethan had kids' own. Garden thrived green. He picked stone up. "Tell you a story," he said to son. Cycle turned new. Marks left forever. True success builds slow. It endures pain. Serves others true. Leaves trails kind. Inner strength shines brightest, like a simple stone. Word count 1,600.